Then he says, وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا هِيَ. And what will give you a clue as to what it is? مَا هِيَ. He doesn't say, وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْهَاوِيَةِ. In the beginning he said, وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْقَارِعَةِ. He didn't repeat هَاوِيَةِ. He said, وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا هِيَ. And the difference, this is again rhetoric in the Qur'an. The first word, Qariah, was familiar to the Arabs. It was familiar. And they can compare a Qari'ah they've seen and then make qiyas about the Qari'ah that's going to happen, even though Allah teaches them you really can't. But at least in their mind, yes, Qari'ah is a familiar term. The word Hawiyah, the way it's being used here, completely unfamiliar to the Arabs. Plus, it's not even describing something that will happen on the earth, it's describing hellfire. Completely in the ghaib. It's distant from them, and to allude to something distant, the pronoun is used here. That's how it's used in the Qur'an. Then we find that the word at the end of this is mahiyah. There's a ha at the end. The word hiya in Arabic means she. The word hiya means she. There's no ha at the end of it. But Allah Azza wa Jal adds a ha. This is ha lit-tahweel, to terrify. This ha at the end of a word in Arabic is to magnify and to give weight to a word. When you pronounce the ha, you pronounce it from your diaphragm. And this is a means by which you are to scare your audience when you speak. This is a magnification and an expression of power. So Allah says, Ma hiya? You have any idea what that is? And there's an anger in the ayah, and we can capture the anger in the ha. That's captured at the end. وَالْهَاء فِي هِيَ لِلْوَقْفِ وَالْجُمْلَةِ تَفْسِير تُفِيدُ التَّعْظِيمِ أَمْرِ النَّارِ وَتَفْخِيمِهِ. This ha at the end, it benefits magnifying the matter of fire and to give it its heavy weight. Last ayah, inshaAllah ta'ala, نَارٌ حَامِيَةٌ. He asked the question, he answers it. Why does he answer it? Because he said, مَا أَدْرَاكَ. If he says, مَا يُدْرِيكَ, you don't find answer. When he says, مَا أَدْرَاكَ, you find answer. The first question was, مَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْقَارِعَةُ, we found an answer. Now another question, مَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا هِيَ. And now we're going to find the answer again. By the way, this is a surah about hellfire. In the end, it's about more detail about hellfire. The surah before and the surah after talks about the kind of people that deserve hellfire. It's sandwiched in between them. The surah before, إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لِرَبِّهِ لَكَنُودٌ. The surah after, أَلْهَاكُمُ التَّكَاثُرُ حَتَّى زُرْتُمُ الْمَقَابِرِ. Both of the groups that need to be warned. And in between the two groups, you have a surah that deals with their fate, the hellfire. أي حارة شديدة. الحرارة. The word nar, of course, we know is fire. The word hamiyah means intense fire, something that's very, very hot and inflamed. وَهُوَ جَوَابُ الْإِسْتِفْهَامِ. It's, of course, the answer to the question, مَا هِيَ. تفسير لهاوية. This is a tafsir of the word hawiyah itself. نَعْتٌ لَهَا وَهُوَ مِنَ الْحِمَى. This is an adjective of fire, and it comes from the word hima, which means اشتداد الحر. It means the intensity of flame and fire. Of course, we learn from prophetic narrations of the sallallahu alaihi wasallam that the fire of hell is at least 70 times, meaning the fire we have here in the world is one of 70 parts of the fire in hell and its intensity. May Allah Azza wa Jal protect us from it. And Al-Qamus, it even says, Humiya Shams, meaning the sun's flame is called Hima also. Its intensity is called Hima also at that place. Not the one that reaches us, but the one that's over there is called Hima also. So with that, inshaAllah ta'ala, we conclude. I want to just mention one or two things about the coherence of the surah and how it's tied, the beginning of it is tied to the end of it. Allah Azza wa Jal scared us in the beginning with the word Al-Qari'ah. He scares us more at the end with the words Narun Hamiyah. He opened the surah with a question and an answer. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْقَارِعَةُ. He closes the surah with a question and answer. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا هِيَ نَارٌ حَامِيَةٌ. So the beginning is rhetorically tied to its own conclusion. بارك الله لي ولكم في القرآن الحكيم ونفعني وإياكم بالآيات والذكر الحكيم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. القارعة ما القارعة وما أدراك ما القارعة يوم يكون الناس كالفراش المبثوث وتكون الجبال كالعهن المنفوش فأما من ثقلت موازينه فهو في عيشة راضية وأما من خفت موازينه فأمه هاوية وما أدراك ما هي نار حامية